you see it?
No.
Let's slow it down a bit. How the fuck is Arnold inside?
What?
He is the one person who absolutely
No way.
in the bus right
No
now.
way.
Sitting in the back.
No
But
way.
see the back of the bus.
He's not there. He's not there.
This has to be some.
What's up, guys? This is your boy Evan, and today we would be reacting to another reaction theory by alexbale, one that I did not check out because I was part of the train or people that was so addicted to alexbale's SpongeBob theory that I did not watch his other theories except the Blue's Clues one, which I recently did, and I'm like, I don't need to watch these shows to not enjoy it and still, you know, see the theories and enjoy these theories, because I haven't watched Blue's Clues, I haven't watched Law and Order, but still, man, that was epic. That was epic. So watching that reaction, watching that theory made me more confident in checking out his other theories out, even though I haven't watched them before. I'm not used to the shows, you get me? So that's why I decided, why not just check it out and see what the other ones that are about. And I'm talking about the Magic School Bus theory. I think it's another kids show, yeah, but I don't know about it. I've only probably seen memes and clips of it, but other than that, I have no idea. Nada. So I'll be checking this one out to see if it's good, if I'm gonna enjoy it, you know, which I know I will. I mean, it's alexbale. He has proven time and time again that his videos are good. So let's check this one out. If you like this reaction, like, share, subscribe. We're on road to 1K subscribers, and you guys are really supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Without any further ado, let's get right into the reaction.
There's something about going back and rewatching old TV shows from your childhood that just fills you with this warm,
nostalgia. Yeah,
Even
you
though
feel it.
You're older now and your tastes have changed. These shows can still connect with you in ways that nothing else can today.
It takes you
That's
back.
at least how I feel when I rewatch The Magic School Bus. A show before everything became cynical and edgy. A show that just wanted to teach people how the world works. But then you find something in that show that you don't remember.
Okay,
Something
like
dark.
Janet, you want proof? I'll give you proof. Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your stuff. Arnold, no!
Huh.
what?
That's weird.
Why is that?
I remember
Why is that?
Arnold
Where?
dying in the show.
He died.
The more
Okay.
I rewatched, the more I realized how much I missed.
He died. Yeah.
And I knew I had to
Frozen
make
and
my
all.
theory about this. Inside the Magic School Bus is a culture of fear and lies, all to hide a massive secret. Trust me, this theory is just as dark or complex as any of my SpongeBob theories.
Okay.
This is the
I'm
Magic
sorry I
School
didn't
Bus
check this out, but I'm glad I'm
Doppelgänger
checking
theory.
it out now that I have a channel to react to. But first, okay. Going undercover to recruit gamers to play Rage.
This is a pretty fun game, I gotta admit.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
I can
You know
skip
what's
this,
a better
right?
game? Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
god, it's an
long-
advertisement.
No. I'm just talking about my favorite game, Raid Shadow Legends.
It's a long one.
Do you want to play some Big Shadow Legends?
Ah.
I feel like I do want to play some Big Shadow Legends.
Dub commercial, even though
Before we begin, I just want to say thank you
I was
so
just gonna
much
get
for all
into the
support
video.
on Go Feed the Muse 2. This video isn't related to the ARG, but the final episode is coming out in 2023.
I haven't
and I'll
watched
still be making
this
some fun
one too.
videos like this on the side. And
I haven't
without
watched it
further
as
ado,
well.
let's begin.
Let me know if you feel it's worth it to watch. I mean, it's worth it, but still let me know.
The Magic School Bus is an animated educational kids show that aired from
Okay.
1994 to 1997 and later got rebooted on Netflix in 2017. It
Oh,
follows
really?
Miss Frizzle and her
I'm gonna
class
check it out on
of
Netflix
students
then.
As they use the Magic School Bus to go on
I'm definitely gonna check it out on
crazy places
Netflix.
like outer space, inside the human body, and traveling back in time, all to learn
Oh.
about how how the world works.
Oh,
Like a
is
lot
that
you,
kind of
I
show.
watched it in school growing up, but it wasn't until recently that I started to question some things about the show. Like, do the parents know that their kids are regularly going on these dangerous life-threatening
I mean, it's their
expeditions?
imagination,
And
yeah?
how is
Using the
Arnold still
imagination
alive after
theory.
taking off his helmet in space?
You can say using the imagination theory. You can say using the imagination theory, which I'm assuming is what it is, except maybe because for those of you that I'm sure have watched the show, except maybe the show explicitly stated that it's not an imagination thing, it's actually real, then scratch the imagination theory. Yeah, like this.
Thanks, Janet.
Oh, he just got a cold after being
Well, isn't
exposed
that
to
someone?
freezing
That
vacuum
person
in
looks
space.
like him though.
That's it. Something seems wrong here. But wait, before we even begin to question the logic of the show, we have to ask
Isn't
if
that
there's
his
even anything
doppelganger?
here worth theorizing about. I
Yeah.
get this comment all the time. It's just a kid's show. And you're right. When it comes to most kid shows, there's usually no internal logic to how or why
Yeah,
things happen,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it would
yeah,
be
exactly.
pointless to try and make a theory about it.
True.
Except here's the thing that sets the Magic School Bus apart from most kid shows.
Okay,
The show
what is
itself
it?
is constantly pointing out and questioning its own logic. It does
Like?
this at the end of every episode during something called the producer segment. At the end of
Oh,
every
okay.
episode, a character known as the producer for the Magic School Bus TV show shows up and answers questions from the fans.
Oh, I do know about this. I did not know about this one.
You work on the Magic School Bus show, right?
You bet, I'm the producer.
That's
Okay.
right. Just like SpongeBob, the Magic
Yeah.
School Bus breaks
It's a
the
reality
fourth wall and
TV
acknowledges
show
the fact
kinda
that it's a TV
thing,
show,
yeah.
Except Magic School Bus does it in a very interesting way. At first I thought this character was supposed to be an animated stand-in for the actual real-life producer of the
Yeah.
show, but
Which
the producer
shows
doesn't
do?
talk about the show like it's animated. He talks about it like it's a live-action production.
How come there was
Okay.
only one kind of bat on your show? There are almost 1,000 different kinds, you know.
Well, those kind of bats were banned from the set.
In fact, everyone talks about it like it's a live-action TV show.
Is this the bakery where they filmed that Magic School Bus show?
Oh,
What we are seeing here is not the actual producer of the PBS animated Magic School Bus
Okay.
show. We are seeing a fictional producer character for an in-universe
Yeah.
live-action TV show
Yeah.
inside of the real-life animated
Yeah.
Magic School Bus show.
Yeah.
It's confusing, I know.
Yeah, my brain is hurting right now.
Filmmakers
Oh god, my
just
brain
as
is
much
hurting
part
right
of the
now.
story as the characters.
Yeah, like
So,
that.
just like my SpongeBob television theory, everything we see in the show is being filmed by in-universe cameras, and everything that happens is just scripted for the purposes of creating an educational live-action TV show.
Since
Yep.
when can a bus shrink and sprout legs like a bullfrog?
Since the scriptwriter wrote it in for the purposes of this episode.
You
Okay.
didn't believe the part where the kids got so close to the volcano.
It's television. We all know real kids don't go inside volcanoes.
And another thing, if an astronaut ever does make it to Pluto, she'd better not take her helmet off.
You think they'd end up with more than a cold, huh?
She'd
Yeah.
end up a block of ice, or worse.
None of the characters actually go
Oh.
to space or travel
Yeah,
through time.
yes,
This
so
all
it's
feels
kind of like the
pure
imagination
and
thing I
raw.
said,
In the
yeah?
canon of the show, everything we
Or
see
scripted
is
now,
fake.
like
And
it's
this isn't even
scripted.
a Truman Show situation where the main characters are unaware they're being filmed. The kids actually sometimes show up or call in on the producer segment and talk as if they know about the show.
I have to check out the Truman Show.
5 seconds.
Oh, well, we were a little short on time.
So
Oh.
that pretty much answers every possible question I can
So
have
this
about
is
the
a
show, right?
different
like anything
take on
weird or
this.
dark I find can just be explained away by it being scripted by the
Yeah.
showrunners. And I almost gave up on making this theory.
But you
because
didn't, because we don't have this video right now.
that's
So what did you
exactly
find
what
out?
the Magic School Bus wants us to think.
Okay. It's getting dark. I'm liking it.
You made a great video. But what if no one watches?
Watch my video, guys. I know you guys are gonna watch it, so I'm calm. Ah, scratched out. Oh my
In
god,
Season
man.
2, Episode 3, The Busasaurus, the class
Okay.
travels back in time on the Magic School Bus to visit the dinosaurs. During the
Yeah,
episode,
okay.
they keep track of which dinosaurs only ate plants with this chart. But when they go back to the present, we don't see the class take the chart with them. Just like the end of every episode, they have a producer segment, this time with a guest star from the show, and they clarify none of the magic they showed was real.
So no one's ever traveled back in time and seen real dinosaurs?
Absolutely not. Time travel is impossible.
But it's what happens at the very end of this segment that changes everything.
Okay.
Oh, but of course it's not.
Oh, he winked
How did they
too.
find the dinosaur chart buried underground if the
He
time travel
winked
wasn't
too.
real?
It's not.
This
Yeah.
directly contradicts what the
Yeah.
producers are constantly saying
Yeah.
on the show. And this happens all
It's
the
on
time in the
purpose.
segments.
It's on
Reminds me why I came in the
purpose.
first place.
Yes?
I'm still waiting for someone to get that pile of litter off my planet. Everybody knows there's no such thing as ghosts.
It's on purpose.
Never use cum for bungee jumping, not in a million years. I wish you guys would stick to the facts.
It took water
It's
more
on
than
purpose.
15 years to carve out the Grand Canyon. About as long as it's going to take you to freeze that water.
It's on purpose. It's
The
on
impossible thing is that all these
purpose.
field trips are clearly real in the canon of the show, but
Yeah.
lying about it. In fact, they seem to get kind of nervous whenever the callers get pushy about what's real and what's not.
It would have taken weeks for the asteroid to reach the sun. You made it seem like it could happen in seconds.
Well,
Yeah.
we had to fake it.
Ms. Frizzle must be magic.
Why do you say that?
The hesitation.
What's that?
That? Oh, that was just the sound of Liz
The hesitation.
stretching true.
So,
The
why
hesitation.
Magic School Bus? What's with all the secrecy? The class is constantly going to places like outer space.
Yeah,
the
so that
sea,
means it's
some
real.
active volcano, all
It's not an
extremely
imagination. It's not
dangerous
scripted.
places
It's
that
actually
no school
real.
Could ever take kids unless they lied about it and pretended like the field trips were just faked as a part of an elaborate fictional TV show. And the cover-up goes much farther than just the show. The principal of the school has no idea what they're doing on these field trips.
Oh, really?
Telling me you went inside a
No
chicken
way.
to find me an egg?
Yes, sir, we did.
But going inside a chicken is not a state-approved field trip.
And even when they tell him, he doesn't believe them.
Do you really expect me to believe that the chicken laid an egg with all of you inside it?
And even
Did
the
they help the
parents
chicken
don't
lay
know
an,
what's going
lay an
on.
egg? I'm curious about that one.
Ralphie, that little girl looks just like your friend Wanda.
Who, her? No. Wanda's much, shorter.
Ralphie, I know that guilty look. What's going on?
Nothing, Mom. Really.
Oh, I'm sure they were just hanging around. Right, Ralphie?
Right, Miss Frizzle.
Some
It's never
shady.
explicitly stated in the show.
Some shady. I smell. You know when I smell something, when I feel that thing, when I feel it in my bones, when I smell it, I can't shake it off. But it has to do with Miss Frizzle.
That these field trips are a massive secret, and the kids are actively helping hide it.
Yeah.
Miss Frizzle, we can't let Mr. Junket know the bus is magic.
He can't know what he can't see.
Yeah, she is part. She's a
I can see why
part
the
of it.
producers are hiding the secret, but why are the kids in on it? Maybe it's just because they love the field trip so much, and they know that if the secret got out, they wouldn't be able to go on them anymore. But I think there might be something more going on here. In the very first episode of the Magic School Bus, Arnold brings his cousin Janet to visit his school.
Okay, that's why they look
Mentions that
alike.
Arnold told her all about the field trips they go on.
Arnold told me all about your field trips, Dorothy Ann. What did he say?
Look at their reactions to
Oh,
hearing
they look
this. They are
surprised.
terrified of someone else knowing the truth. Now,
Yeah.
I've shown you that clip of Arnold taking off his helmet and freezing in space, but I didn't show you why he did it. Throughout the entire episode, Janet is trying to collect proof to prove that she went to space. And in order to convince Janet not to bring back incriminating evidence, Arnold does this.
There's no way I'm going home
Okay.
without my stuff. It's proof. Nobody will believe me
Oh.
without it. Janet, you want proof? I'll give you proof. Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your stuff. Arnold, no!
Arnold is more afraid of Janet exposing their
Yeah.
secrets than taking off his helmet in space. What could these kids possibly
Yeah.
be so afraid of happening?
They
if
killed
Janet got out?
himself.
Well, in season 1, episode 11, we actually do get to see what DA thinks would happen if her old teacher found out about their field trips.
Phoebe's old school. What happened there? Hello, man. What's happened? Okay. We're good, we're good.
Mr. Seaflat, I'd like you to meet.
Take chances. Make mistakes.
What? That's so creepy. What's wrong with my network, bruv? Wait, hold up, let me switch. Yeah, alright. Yeah, it just went a weird turn real quick. Come on now.
Anything like this at our old school?
Holy shit. It's Miss Frizzle. They're
Yeah.
all afraid of Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle
yeah.
is like this quirky, fun, eccentric teacher, but she is constantly manipulating these kids into being afraid.
I suspected it, I could tell.
In episode 2, Arnold asked Miss Frizzle if he could skip the field trip.
Miss Frizzle, I'd really love to go on a field trip, but I've got this weird feeling.
Well, Arnold, I do need a volunteer to stay behind.
She casually says he can stay behind, but then without telling him, they shrink down and go inside of Arnold for their field trip.
Man, what's wrong with my network, fam?
Says this.
You went inside?
Come on, work with me here. Yeah, I'm going back. I'm not. The network is making me not enjoy this. I'm going back. Hopefully this one works. I hope it does, cause I hope it does. Please work. Come on. So I'm gonna go back for a while.
We're inside of him, and after this...
Okay.
At the end of the episode, they tell Arnold they were inside of him, and after this horrifying realization sets in, he says this.
You went inside?
Miss Frizzle, no matter what, I'll never miss another field trip. Never, ever, ever, ever.
The
What?
message Miss Frizzle is sending is clear. If you disobey or try to miss a field
You're
trip,
gonna-
there will be consequences.
You're gonna probe
And if
you.
you don't believe me,
They're gonna probe you or
go to the
something.
Next episode, the exact same thing
Like they're gonna
happens.
do something to
In
you.
this episode, Ralphie gets sick and his mom tells him he has to miss school, but Ralphie vehemently tries to fight it.
Oh wow.
It's my opinion, as your mother, and as a doctor, that you have a fever, which means you are sick, which means you are going back to bed.
But Mom!
Seems
Oh,
kinda
wow.
weird, right? Usually kids love to
Exactly,
especially a
exactly.
slacker, goofball character like
Exactly.
Ralphie. No, he knows there will be consequences if he misses a
Yeah.
field trip. And as expected, the class goes to his house, shrinks
Now
down,
that's
and
creepy.
goes inside of him. It's
So
like
that's
an
what
rule
happened.
of the class. If
Yeah.
you miss a field trip, you will become the field trip.
Yeah,
There is a
you become an
culture of
experiment.
fear and lo-
You would become an experiment, basically. Basically, that's what's gonna happen. If you miss a field trip, you're gonna become an experiment. You're gonna be a field trip. You get it's just an undertone for you're gonna become an experiment.
And Miss Frizzle is at the heart.
You're
of
gonna be
all of it.
experimented
No matter
on.
What, you must keep her secrets and continue going on these dangerous field trips, even if there's risk of getting hurt or worse. Which brings me back to my original question: how did Arnold actually survive after taking off his helmet in space? What if I told you he didn't, and the Arnold we see after this is not the same Arnold?
What's the proof? Where's the proof?
Oh my God!
Show me the
break in. Jeez, that was close.
Oh
Dear
my
Queen, please
days!
save us.
I've not watched this show, Bob. Damn.
Please let this be a normal field trip.
Damn.
So, the Magic School Bus is supposed to be this...
I'm definitely gonna check the
powerful magical
Netflix.
contraption, right? It
The
can go
Netflix version
anywhere,
of it.
travel through time, and change itself or anyone else into just about anything.
So it can change
who's
people
to say
too.
that the kids who get injured or killed don't just magically get brought back to life by the bus off screen. But after Arnold
That's
comes
possible.
back from being frozen in space, he acts different. In the very next episode after he gets frozen, they keep calling attention to the fact that Arnold is acting weird for some reason.
You feel alright, Arnold?
It's sort of explained away in the episode, but it's weird how they keep bringing it up.
Miss Frizzle, I'd really love to go on a field trip, but I've got this weird feeling.
And before he was
Oh.
frozen, we heard him say this.
I wonder where we're going today. Inside a rotten log. We've been there.
Okay.
To the bottom of the ocean. Done that.
He mentions
Okay.
how they've already been to the bottom of the ocean and inside of a rotten log. But they
Okay.
visit both of these places in future episodes, and Arnold never
Oh.
mentions the fact that they've already been there. In fact, no one does. It's like they don't even remember these past field trips. And this show does have continuity and a precedent for mentioning old field trips.
This looks familiar, kind of like when we were in your bloodstream, Ralphie. Remember?
There's something really strange going on with these kids, but for the longest time I couldn't figure out what it was.
So he's from the future?
I discovered something. Something so impossible.
He's from the future.
That when I saw it, it honestly gave me
That
chills.
honestly could be the
In
only
episode
explanation.
2, the Magicschoolbus shrinks down and goes inside of Arnold to learn about the digestive system.
Okay.
But there's something inside of Arnold that made me question everything about this show.
What
Something
was
I
that?
guarantee you wouldn't normally notice. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let me play the clip for you.
Esophagus. It's where your food goes after you swallow. Miss Frizzle, what are you doing?
Did you see it?
No.
Let's slow it down a bit. How the fuck is Arnold inside?
What?
He is the one person who absolutely
No way.
in the bus right
No
now.
way.
Sitting in the back.
No
But
way.
you see the back of the bus.
He's not there.
Far.
He's not there.
This has to be some sort of really weird animation.
No.
Except 25 seconds later,
He's there
we see
again.
him again, sitting
Smiling
in the bus.
creepily.
How is Arnold inside of Arnold? Okay, maybe they just made the same mistake twice, right?
No.
Except this isn't even the
No.
only episode where this happens.
My head
In
hurts.
Season 4, episode
Oh
2,
my
Flash
god,
goes
my
on a
head
chicken's
hurts.
life cycle and shrinks Arnold down inside of an egg to watch it hatch. While they're waiting for it to hatch, the rest of the class goes to talk to the principal in his office without Arnold. Except for a single shot, we can see
Arnold is
in the
there
office,
again.
even though he's supposed to be inside of the egg. And just like last time, he immediately disappears as soon as we cut back to where
Nah,
he's
this is
standing.
getting creepy.
The second
This is
Arnold
getting
disappears in
creepy.
places he shouldn't be. And
This
that's when it
is
all makes
getting
sense.
creepy.
The Magicschoolbus doesn't bring dead kids back to life. They replace
duplicates them.
with identical clones, or how I like to call them, doppelgangers.
So hold up. So that means that whenever, oh my god, this is gonna hurt so bad. So that means that whenever they're on field trips, the Magicschoolbus brings out a clone or replicates a clone of Arnold every time they're in, or anytime the Magicschoolbus does its thing, or anytime they're in the Magicschoolbus. The Magicschoolbus replicates a clone or a doppelganger, which we see for those shots. I'm guessing that's what it does, but Alex, please help me out here, cause my brain's
No coincidence
frying
the
right
second
now.
Arnold showed up in the episode immediately after Arnold died in space. This is either the space Arnold's body or some sort of rogue doppelganger they lost
Yeah.
track of, trying to blend in the back of class. But wait a second.
Because it doesn't have any
Magicschoolbus
dialogue.
even create clones of living things?
There's
Like,
no
it seems
dialogue
the
of it.
Magicschoolbus can do anything, but we never actually see it duplicate or create something from scratch. It only ever changes things.
Oh,
it can turn
okay.
a student into a fish, but it
Okay.
never creates a fish out of nothing. Trust me, I have looked everywhere in both this show and the reboot, and there is no evidence the bus can create life. But
Oh.
that's only because I was looking in the wrong place. Miss Frizzle's classroom is absolutely full of dioramas of human body parts. An eye, a foot, an ear, the human skeleton. But if you pay close attention to these background objects, you'll realize they're not dioramas.
They're
constantly
live,
move
they are
with the
animated,
guess
they're
what?
animated.
The only possible explanation is that they were created by the Magicschoolbus, meaning it is totally possible for the bus to grow these doppelgangers to replace the students. Every time
This
a
just
student
got
dies
creepy.
on a field trip, they have the perfect solution to cover it up. But how often could they possibly need to do this? Yeah, the kids
So
regularly
who
put
else
themselves in
has
danger,
been
but
replaced
the
apart
closest
from
we get to an
Arnold?
on-screen death was Arnold taking off his helmet, and that's only one episode. Well, remember, the show itself is an unreliable narrator. They're obviously gonna cut out or recontextualize anything that could expose them. But I think they let an important clue slip in the very first episode. Remember, when Arnold came back from being frozen in space, he was sick, which seemed to carry over with how weird he was acting in the
Yeah.
next episode. Maybe when a doppelganger is created, they come out very weak from the cloning process and have the symptoms of a sickness.
Oh.
Is it possible every time a character gets
Maybe.
sick in the show, they've actually been recently replaced with a
They
doppelganger?
died.
How else does the producer know details
And they
about
got
Ralphie's
replaced.
specific sickness?
What were those kids doing visiting Ralphie when he was so sick and tired?
Oh, well, don't worry. He wasn't infectious.
And Ralphie not being infectious would make sense if it's not actually a sickness, but the
Yeah.
symptoms of being a newly grown doppelganger. And the same
Yeah.
episode Ralphie gets sick, the skeleton in the classroom has a completely different outfit from previous episodes, with a different tie and no sunglasses. Maybe the classroom skeleton is where they store the body of the last dead student. It even has very similar shoes to Ralphie's. But this goes far beyond just the occasional student getting replaced. I have found evidence of past field trips that went so horribly wrong that no student came back from them alive. In episode 4, they shrink down and take a field trip into the ocean. Eventually,
This
they get
just
fished out by a
got
fishing woman who says
out of hand.
this.
Nope. Already have a bus.
Why would she have already fished up a miniature bus from the ocean? I mean, maybe it's like a toy or something, but that's not the only time something like this has happened. In Season 2, Episode 1, they explore an underwater volcano and briefly pass by a random sunken ship. Except, if you look closely...
Yeah, that's Mrs. Frizzle.
...head of Miss Frizzle on the front of
So Mrs. Frizzle is not human.
...ship at the bottom of the ocean have this? Well, it looks a lot like
Mrs.
the Magic
Frizzle
School Bus turned into a boat in Season 4, Episode 13, and had a figurehead of Liz, the class pet. These are the wreckages of past failed field trips where nobody
So is
turned
Mrs.
the
Frizzle
line.
even
There
a
have been
human?
countless children who have died on these field trips, but why? What is the point of all this? Who's really running the show here, and what is the true identity of Miss Frizzle?
Exactly, that's what I want to know
Did you
too.
know that your internet connection can make you money? It's possible with Honeygame.
Cause feels like the Magic School Bus is just a tool, but is being
The Magic School Bus
controlled
TV
by
show is run
a
by the
mastermind.
producers we see at the end of every
Probably the
episode.
producers.
I'm the producer. One of them.
There's two characters who have been called producers of the show, and we never find out their names or where they came from. But do they look familiar at all to you? They
No.
have a very similar appearance to Tim and Wanda. Is it possible the producers are actually the original students who survived all these years? And the similarities go far beyond just their appearances. The male producer is seen working on a bee farm that we've never seen before, but Tim mentions in Season 3, Episode 1, that his grandpa owns a bee farm.
I've been delivering honey for my grandpa's bee farm all summer.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Yeah.
producer
They're the
is
same
working on his
people.
grandfather's farm. And just like how the producer works on storyboards, we see Tim working on his comic books. The female producer has a big plush frog in her office, and we know Wanda used to have a pet frog that she loved.
You know, Miss Frizzle, I was really glad when you said I could bring my best friend Bella the bullfrog to school.
In fact, in Season 1,
Oh
Episode 5,
my
Wanda has to let her pet frog go to
days.
live a happier life in the wild, and we see the producer rewatch this scene and cry.
I know you're going to have a good life here, but...
Yeah, they are the ones. They are the ones. They, yeah, they're. That's them.
Very likely that
It's
the producers are the original
that's
Tim
them.
and Wanda. But what about
And the others are the clones. The others are the clones. The others are the doppelgangers. The others. Ah, God, my head. The others are the doppelgangers. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense now.
the rest of the original students?
They are doppelgangers. That's why
Find this guy working at a
they're all dead.
Episode 10 that looks a lot like Ralphie. And I could also totally see Ralphie growing up to work at a carnival. But then what about
They
Miss
are
Frizzle? Even though
all
we see the producer
dead.
at the end of the episode, it
And
seems
the
like Miss
kids
Frizzle
are
is
the
also in charge of the show.
doppelgangers.
Really expect us to believe that Mikey had the power to actually knock the belt clear off the hammer slammer?
Just between us, we had a story conference about that, and it was Miss Frizzle's idea.
But we know nothing about Miss Frizzle's past, and obviously she doesn't resemble
Yeah,
any of the
is
kids
she
that the producers
human?
do. I mean, the closest comparison we have is Arnold with their similar hair color, but
Yeah.
obviously Arnold is male and Miss Frizzle is female.
Maybe
right?
Arnold's
And
cousin.
that's what I thought too, until I
Arnold's
discovered
cousin.
pickle theory. Pickle theory
What's
is not
that?
a theory I created, it's something I discovered while researching for this video. It stems from this weird moment in Season 2, Episode 7 with Miss Frizzle.
Whoa! There's a ton of pickles in here.
You caught me, Ralphie. Oh, I have a private and powerful passion for pickles.
Even if I told you the context of this episode, this moment wouldn't really make sense. Miss Frizzle just has a secret closet full of pickles and a private and powerful passion for them for some unexplained reason.
Yeah.
But this is where pickle
Kinda
theory
creepy.
comes in. To understand pickle theory, you need to understand that there's a common medication used in hormone therapy for trans women that has the side effect of making you crave sodium. And
Oh shit, I missed it.
medication used in
Testosterone blocker options for transgender women. Transgender women, I know that. Yeah, okay.
hormone therapy for trans women that has the side effect of making you crave sodium. And pickles are very salty, so they've become a common snack in the female transgender community.
Oh.
And pickle theory states that this weird moment with Miss Frizzle admitting to a private craving for pickles is a hint about her actually being a transgender.
She even has pickle
And I think it's
pickle
a cool theory,
earrings.
but probably not enough evidence to win me over yet. And even if
That
it is
Arnold
true,
is
there's definitely
transgender
not
now?
enough evidence to say Miss
I mean,
Frizzle
the red hair
Arnold.
is there.
She doesn't even wear glasses like him. But then
Yeah.
we watch season 4, episode 10, where we actually get to see inside of Miss Frizzle's house for the
Okay.
very first time. And I
Okay.
found a picture on her wall that is going to blow your mind.
Don't tell me it's
A picture
Arnold.
of someone who looks a lot like a female version of Arnold, right down to
With
the
the
yellow and white
glasses.
shirt and glasses. I think this is what Miss Frizzle looked like as a kid. Either she's transgender, or the cloning process can just create different gender versions of characters, but whatever it is, you can't tell me this doesn't make it seem like Frizzle is a female version of Arnold. Even her name, Miss Frizzle, sounds fake. It sounds like something she just made up because she has frizzy hair, a trait that she shares with Arnold. All of the people...
The only thing, yeah, it's very, very solid, but I feel like my mind is gonna melt completely if possibly alexbale is able to theorize or come up with something that he found in Miss Frizzle's house and he saw Arnold's name there. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna melt. My brain's gonna melt.
Original versions of the students,
And they survived.
and forcing them to go on dangerous field trips. But why? What is this all for? To make the Magic School Bus TV show and educate the kids of the world. And god damn it, it worked.
Is this the Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? You mean Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? I wonder what Magic
Wow.
In this universe, everyone knows about the Magic
Yeah.
School Bus. It is a massive success. If
Yeah.
you want to educate the world, then in the
And
words
I'm
of Miss Frizzle,
sure they're-
you have to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. Get very, very messy.
And I'm sure they're making money off it. But then, now I have a question. Someone in the comments can answer that for me. If this is Arnold, then does that mean that this is the doppelganger part of Arnold, or this is the doppelganger version of Arnold? Because we all know in that saying that Arnold died. So if Arnold is dead, is it possible that Miss Frizzle is the doppelganger version of Arnold? I feel like that's the only possible explanation for it, because I feel like that's the only place that is not connected. I mean, now, yeah, possibly it's very, very possible that Miss Frizzle is Arnold, and we've seen evidence that Arnold died, but at what point, or which Arnold is Miss Frizzle? Is it the doppelganger version of Arnold, or is somehow Arnold not dead? So I feel like this is where this question can kind of turn things over its head again, if that makes sense.
And that's the Magic School Bus doppelganger theory. Okay, bye.
Oh really? I thought someone was gonna happen in the end. Let me wait.
Thanks for watching, everyone. This video was a lot of fun to make.
I'm gonna watch
and
it to
was a
the
good
end.
break
I
from
feel
all the
like
work that
there
went
might
into
be
Don't Feed the Muse
something.
2. Like I said, this video isn't related to that series or the ARG. I'm still gonna be making these separate standalone
there's actually
theory type
nothing-
videos
there's
on the
actually
side.
nothing.
I know it probably seems like I hate making theory videos from Don't Feed the Muse, but that's more of a character that I'm playing than my real thoughts on these videos. There
Okay,
are
so that's it. Wow. I'm weak. Mentally weak because my brain power has been used so much, especially with this theory, and my question still stands. I don't know if anybody can help me in the comments to answer that for me, but I feel like If I can get an answer for that, that would really be helpful. But apart from that, it's a solid theory. It connects. Apart from this question that I have, which might not make it connect, or which might turn things around, but it connects. If I can get an answer with proof, if there is, I'll really enjoy it. I'll appreciate that. But I really enjoyed this theory nonetheless, and I can't wait to check out the pixel theory. That's the other one that I did not check out because this wasn't the SpongeBob theory. My bad. I'm gonna check that one out. So hopefully stay tuned for that one, because it's gonna come out at some point very soon. If you like this reaction, you know what to do, man. Like, share, subscribe, run it up, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.